Hey guys, today we're checking out some more Star Trek The Next Generation Season 3. Alright, we're not starting in space, we're starting on a planet, looks like. Energize. Alright, away team, Worf, Geordi, Riker.
Communicators are dysfunctional! Tricorders!
Communicators are
Readings only
dysfunctional.
power within 5 meters!
Oh, frig.
Commander!
I feel like they didn't know what they were getting into here.
Picking up traces of tritium residue!
Oh,
An
frig.
explosive device must have been used to destroy the craft after it crashed!
By someone who's already there?
Commander!
Did they lose each other? Oh, you found something. Oh, it's a body. Oh, yeah.
Commander Riker!
He's alive! Oh, don't even try it. Don't mess with Warp. This is a crazy way to start an episode. Season 3 is so good. Oh! Lost his visor!
4 minutes to beam up! Where is he?
Yeah, did he get knocked out? Can you see anything without his visor? No, I don't think so. Okay.
Warp! Warp!
Stuck in a hole.
Commander Riker!
And it's like so loud with the storm out there. Are they ever gonna hear him? We're not gonna beam without him.
Hold your position, Mr. Warp!
They left him! Wow. I can't believe they left him. I mean, I guess they had to get back, but... All right, let's do it. Geordi's in trouble.
Captain's
The
log,
enemy. Oh boy.
43349.2.
Yeah, Cap, what do you want to do?
But Lieutenant Commander LaForge did not report back with the away team.
No, he did
He's
not.
still missing.
I'm distressed.
Get him to sickbay.
Secure sickbay. Post a guard in visual contact at all times.
He's not going anywhere, Lieutenant.
She's never afraid of anyone.
I'm sorry, Commander. There's just no way to lock in on anything down there.
Keep trying, O'Brien.
O'Brien, you got this.
The electrical storm's creating thousands of ghosts.
We'll beam some of those ghosts back. One of them may be Geordi.
Permission to lead
He's
another
upset.
away team, sir.
Denied.
Denied.
Certainly is the last place one would expect Romulan encroachment.
Encroachment, good
On
word.
the other hand, the London Corps would provide ideal cover for the opening move of a new offensive.
I doubt if they were there for the climate.
Yeah, not a great vacation spot. I love when we see what Geordi sees. What is it? What do you got? This feels almost like a movie. Oh my god, is he like, it's just engineering something right now? Melting it? He's so cool!
He has cell damage to vital areas. He's going to need a transfusion of compatible ribosomes in order to recover.
Will he survive?
I can't answer that yet.
Well, let me put it another way. Will he survive long enough to tell us what he was doing down there?
Riker's a little fired up.
I'm guessing his exposure to the magnetic fields on the surface was slowly breaking down his synaptic connections.
Will that affect Geordi the same way?
No. All right, start talking.
I will not answer questions.
We need to know if there are other survivors on the surface.
I am alone.
Yeah, right.
Do you have a mothership who should be advised of your condition?
It's like sneering at him. He's gonna climb out with that? Man, he's smart. Sometimes I wonder what skills I would want to have in this universe, and I feel like being a guy like Geordi, being able to fashion things, engineer things, that's very useful.
We could build a portable neutrino source and send it in a probe to the planet's surface.
Yeah, let's do that.
A neutrino pulse would send non-charged particles back up through the atmosphere and would be detectable by Geordi's visor.
He can show us that he's found it by modifying the pulse.
Make it so.
Make it so. I feel like it's been a while since he said make it so.
If you can hear me, we are entering the neutral zone now. We will reach you in 6 hours.
Bum, bum. Commercial break.
We have recovered one of your survivors.
I like
He's
these
on
tight
board
shots
your
on
ship.
him.
He's being treated for severe injuries.
And his craft?
Destroyed, deliberately, after the crash.
By whom?
It was a one-man craft.
That seems unlikely.
Captain, we will be at the Federation border of the neutral zone in roughly 5 hours. We'll expect you to rendezvous at that time.
Not exactly warm relations.
Captain, I see no reason to return the Romulan to his ship. He should be held and interrogated.
We have every right to detain him, sir.
That won't go over well.
But we must measure our response carefully. History may remember Galland and Kor along with Pearl Harbor. And Station Salem 1, the stage for a bloody preamble to war.
Yeah, I mean, they have to return the guy, otherwise they're keeping him prisoner, right?
Captain, the neutrino beacon is operational, and we've placed it aboard a Class 3 probe.
Well done,
Wesley.
Ensign. Mr. Worf, launch the probe.
Aye, aye, sir.
All right, yeah, let's rescue Geordi. That's top of my mind right now.
A stationary neutrino source. Wesley Crusher.
Wesley Crusher!
Thank you, Wesley.
See, he knows it's Wesley. He can see that Wesley is a super smart kid. Oh, these sounds. Dude, behind him. It's a Romulan, right? I know they were lying. I knew it! Come here, Shabrik.
Shoes are getting full of sand. I just hate that, don't you?
Name and rank.
Lieutenant Commander Geordi LaForge.
The one and only.
You will accompany me on board.
I don't think so.
No. See, we heard your message too, and well, the fleet's in, Commodore. Sky's full of Federation ships.
You're lying.
I never lie when I've got sand in my shoes.
The only way out of here is for you to put that thing down and...
See, Geordi will probably help him if he's hurt. He's nice.
We have finally found a compatible ribosome match for the Romulan. You.
That is impossible.
You did understand that was the purpose of all the testing.
I have no objection to tests.
You have an objection to being a donor.
Yes.
Interesting.
If you had seen them kill your parents, you would understand, Doctor. It is always the time and place for those feelings.
This Romulan didn't murder your parents, and you are the only one who can save his life.
But it is still his choice.
Then he will die.
Wow. I mean, I see, I understand his point, but I also understand what she's thinking. Can they make him? Can they force him? Should they?
You may address me as Centurion Bakra.
Bahra. Good, solid Romulan name.
What's the matter?
Yeah, is he all right?
Wrong. Your heart rate just shot way up.
Oh yeah, you can see everything, right?
How did this happen?
That's a
I was
good
born
question.
that way.
Your parents let you live?
What kind of question is that?
No wonder your race is weak. You waste
This
time
guy.
and resources on defective children.
But now he's like super eyes.
We gotta get out of here while we still can.
Sit down.
Bahra.
Sit down!
Dude, he's trying to help you. And I think he's way smarter than you.
When does our next window open up, Mr. Data?
There's no indication, Commander. I have no way to predict.
Incoming Romulan transmission, Captain.
Really?
The Enterprise is not to be found.
My way team is unable to leave the surface because of the storms.
And my officer,
He is alive.
his life remains in jeopardy?
Yes.
Card never lies.
Cross into your precious Federation space to retrieve him?
If the point has not yet been made clearly, Commander, let me make it again. Romulan warships do not enter Federation space unless they are prepared to do battle.
I love when Picard lays down the law.
I have already explained.
And I have rejected your explanation.
Tell him.
Commander, I am singularly impressed by your concern for a life. Do not risk any more lives by leaving the neutral zone. Picard out.
Ooh, so firm. I like it. Team Picard, always.
Whoa. Everything's gone blank.
You can't see?
I'm blind.
Oh no!
I am asked to give up the very lifeblood of my mother and my father to those who murdered them.
Yeah.
So you blame all Romulans for that?
Yes.
Forever. What if someday the Federation made peace with the Romulans?
And you had to work with one.
That's what your people said a few years ago about humans.
He's right. He's right. He is right.
Think how many died on both sides in that war. Would you and I be here now like this if we hadn't been able to let go of the anger and the blame?
Yeah, he's right.
Then you believe I should. My Starfleet training tells me one thing, but everything I am tells me another.
Lieutenant
Wow,
Worf,
he's so
report to sick bay.
Acknowledged.
This is really hard for him. I have no idea what he's gonna do. And I think you can make the case either way. Riker's probably right, but you have to feel for Worf.
Lieutenant, his life is coming to an end. I thought it important for you to see him again. It's not too late to change your mind.
She's making him face his choice.
Let me die with my hands at your throat.
There is a substance within my cells which you need to survive.
And you've come. Hear me beg for my life.
No, I don't think so. But will he beg?
I would rather die than pollute my body with Klingon filth.
Worf probably would have said the same thing to him. How dare he say that to the dude that could save him?
It's not set up to detect neutrinos.
Your eye device does. Connect them.
That's crazy. They don't speak the same language. Besides, I'd never be able to get an accurate sampling.
Yeah, come on, do that. Hotwire it.
I wouldn't need an accurate sampling, just a pointer, a neutrino Geiger counter.
Yeah, I know it.
You cannot do it.
Under normal circumstances, maybe. Here, no way.
Maybe he can get that guy to build it for him.
I can't see!
Work together.
Adapting the neural output pods of the visor is tricky work. It can't be done by touch.
Then I will be your eyes.
Yeah. So it's interesting. They do have to work together. I'd like to know how much time humans and Romulans have spent together in the past.
Assemble an away team.
Yes, sir.
Make it a good one.
The Romulan warship has crossed the neutral zone border. It is in Federation space and heading towards us.
Freaking Romulans.
Delay that order, number one.
Woo.
Red alert.
Red alert! Raise the shields. Prepare the photons. I like these tight shots they're doing. They're very different in season 3.
Bearing 350.
We did it! The first Federation Romulan co-venture.
Amazing.
The storm may be breaking.
With any luck, there'll be an electromagnetic window opening up and we can get out of here.
Leave it to Geordi to be the one to bridge that.
Can you walk? Let's find out. Okay. Let's go straight ahead. Okay.
Working together. Geordi's a good diplomat.
You wish to see me, Captain?
Yes, Lieutenant.
He's gonna say do it, I think.
I assume you know what it's about. It may be just the excuse the Romulan commander needs
to start
an incident. So, there is no question that the Romulan officer is more valuable to us alive than dead.
Correct.
I understand.
He knows this. He's conflicted, though.
If you order me to agree to the transfusion,
he'll do it.
I will obey, of course.
I don't want to order you. But I ask you. I beg you.
But he won't order.
I cannot.
This is a very interesting
Lieutenant?
thing that's happening here.
Sir.
That will be all.
He's disappointed. He knows it. It's important to Picard that people have their personal autonomy. I appreciate that, because he would probably be justified to order him to do it.
9 minutes, 40 seconds, sir.
No change in the neutrino beacon signal, sir.
Romulan ship approaching, bearing 354, mark 287.
On screen.
Gotta deliver the bad news. Look at that.
Phaser range.
You have one chance to escape destruction, Picard. Return my officer at once.
They're not gonna like this.
I will not leave without him.
He's dead.
He's dead.
And he is but the first to fall, Picard.
Crap. That's it. Hung up.
Ship is routing power to its forward disruptor array.
All shields
Shields
to
up.
maximum.
Phasers locked.
Are they gonna fire?
And ready.
Captain, the signal pattern from the neutrino beacon is modulating.
It's Geordi.
Can they beam with the shields up?
Transporting with the shields up.
I'm learning.
Transporter room. Lock onto the neutrino beam and stand by.
Standing by, Captain.
The window is allowing intermittent sensor readings. There's still numerous ghost images, but I believe we are picking up 2 life forms near the beacon.
Beam them both. I hope O'Brien's good. Well, he's good.
Put on your best poker face, number one.
They're gonna lie.
Commander Tomalok, it would appear our away team has located a second man from your one-man ship.
Liars.
We have good reason to mistrust one another, but we have even better reason to set those differences aside. Now, of course, the question is, who will take the initiative?
Well, I think he's done. He will.
The answer is I will.
Yeah.
I must
I do it.
lower our shields to beam those men up from the planet's surface.
We trust you not to fire on us.
Lieutenant, lower the shields. Leave the hailing frequency open.
That is risky.
Mr. O'Brien, transport Commander LaForge and the Romulan directly to the bridge.
Directly to the bridge. I like it.
No one is going to harm you.
You have my word on that. I've given them no information, Commander. But I have not been mistreated. In fact,
we're friends.
This human saved my life.
Geordi.
How is it possible that you didn't know the second Romulan on Galland and Corps?
Why did you lie?
Simple misunderstanding, Captain Picard.
Bullshit.
Let's just say my faith would be strengthened by a gesture from you, such as powering down your disruptors.
Disruptors powering down.
Cancel red alert, Lieutenant. Commander, we shall return your officer and escort your ship to the neutral zone.
That is acceptable.
Yes! Picard neutralized that entire thing. But this is really Geordi's victory.
Close call. Too close, number one. Brinkmanship is a dangerous game.
All right, that was season 3, episode 7, and that was a good one. The plot with Geordi and the Romulan was pretty straightforward, and it gave Picard a chance to really lay down the law, which, you know, I love. I just thought it was really a chance for Geordi's character to shine just as the nice, charming, friendly character that he is. He's so likable. He just was himself and was charming and solved the problem of being there with an enemy and turned him into a friend. And I love Geordi. I think he's so cool. But to me, even more interesting as a character note was the whole subplot with Worf. I thought there were some really interesting choices story-wise made here. I really, really liked it, showing more about his character and his personal philosophy. And you know, we empathize with him. We do. I mean, we can see from his point of view, he has an understandable position, not wanting to give it to the people that killed his actual family. I mean, I get that, and you have to respect his principles on that. You do. Even if, you know, Picard disagrees or maybe we disagree, you still have to respect that that's how he feels and that he stood up for that. Even though he knew Picard wanted him to donate, he couldn't do it. It wasn't true to his character, and he is a principled guy. Story-wise though, I thought it was really interesting and super ballsy of them to have the Romulan die. It would have been so easy to just have Worf kind of conflicted about it, but then, you know, I don't know, Crusher figures out a way to save him anyway, or he just wakes up and he's feeling fine, and we never actually get a firm decision from Worf. I feel like if this had been done in the first season, Worf wouldn't have made a final decision, and the Romulan definitely wouldn't have died. It's just a little bit ballsier. It's a little more complex. I thought too it was a great character moment for Picard. He absolutely could have ordered Worf to donate. He could have, he maybe should have, but he didn't. Personal autonomy is important to him, and we are in a bit more of a complicated spot here in this season with the way the characters are relating to each other, and I like it. I mean, Picard was disappointed in Worf. He wanted Worf to make a different decision, but he didn't order him to. Anyways, it was all very interesting and subtle. I just feel so much more nuance in this season, in the characters, and even in just the way we're telling the stories. I'm enjoying it so much. I would be interested to hear what you guys think of this episode, but we're gonna move on now to episode 8. It is called The Price. So let's get right into it. Here we go. Season 3, episode 8.
I would like a real chocolate sundae. Not one of your perfectly synthesized, ingeniously enhanced imitations.
The real one with calories.
Your request does not fall within current guidelines. Please indicate whether you wish to override the specified program.
Listen.
Regard to Counselor Troy.
I don't need it.
The pleasure of your company is requested, Counselor. We are,
Champagne!
Captain, I'm not really dressed for a reception.
We don't see
Counselor,
her,
just throw on any old thing. We're about to get our first look at the wormhole.
Of course, Captain.
Wormhole?
I'm on my way.
Okay, what? Just throwing any old thing for a wormhole? Oh my god. We don't see her stressed out very often, huh?
This is Premier Bhavani of Bazan, Counselor Deanna Troy.
Your discovery has produced a great deal of excitement, Premier.
Hopefully it will also produce a new era of prosperity for my people.
Show me the wormhole.
And I'm Devanani Rao.
Ship's Counselor Deanna Troy.
My good friend Raul is
He
the
looks
best
familiar.
hired gun in the business.
Hired gun?
My good friend Mendoza means that I'm a negotiator.
A negotiator?
It will be visible directly ahead.
Yeah, show me the wormhole. There she is! Ah!
First and only stable wormhole known to exist.
The first and only stable wormhole. Interesting. I kind of thought there would be many wormholes in this universe. Stable wormhole, though. That's probably important.
These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission.
To boldly go where no one has gone before.
The appearance of this stable wormhole in our space provides us with our first true natural resource, We have neither the experience nor the technology to exploit it.
The price, they want to sell it, yeah.
Excuse me. There's a delegation of Ferengi that wishes to be beamed aboard, sir.
Excuse me.
Were you expecting the Ferengi, Premier?
She invited everyone.
But I do not wish to create ill will, Captain. If they are interested in bidding, I have no objection.
He doesn't want to host them, I bet. Look at these shady devils.
On behalf of all Ferengi, I protest.
We did not anticipate your interest. You're welcome to join us.
My name's Damon Goss, and these are my counsels, Cole and Dr. Eridor.
Fancy.
All parties have agreed that one representative will suffice. Now, I will be happy to provide your consuls with accommodations, and you may have my chair.
If you shut up.
Cole, the bag.
Gentlemen,
Yeah, what's in that shiny bag?
We can handle all the pleasantries later. Now,
Is it just
let's
like
get down
gold
to
for
business.
bidding? Not gold, but whatever money they have.
Devanani Rawl, human, age 41, born Brussels, European Alliance, relocated at age 19, Hercos 3.
This would be us just looking up the Facebook of the dude we think is cute.
When you leave this office, who are you? Oh, so that's how it goes. You never do. You never do leave.
Does she like this? She looks slightly uncomfortable to me. Is she into it? Maybe she liked it. I guess we'll see.
I think that Devanani is the one that we need to watch out for.
An accurate observation. How did you recognize that?
Well, he was the most comfortable one in the group.
You must play poker, Commander.
Commander Riker conducts master classes in poker.
Yes, he's got a good poker face. Demonstrated just there.
Barzans do not have manned space travel, so they had to resort to an automated probe. Its findings are limited. It cannot be determined from these charts how
If it's
stable the wormhole really is.
Okay, they don't really think it's stable.
The Federation could end up buying a proverbial lemon.
Yeah, that is
Proverbial
risky.
lemon.
Later data.
I think we should take a look for ourselves.
I
I
agree.
don't think Bhavani could object to that.
Shoot our own probe into it.
A distillation of your own blood pyrosites. Harmless to you, but when absorbed through your victim's skin, it will provoke an extreme allergic reaction.
What is happening? What are they doing? Oh my. Well, she looks beautiful.
Much better.
Much better. Get out of here.
We'll be late for dinner.
Very late.
Troy's having a romance. Though I do still kind of want her and Riker to get together. No spoilers. Don't tell me if that happens, but if it happened, I would be very happy.
First, you conveniently arranged to play host. Then you plan to send a manned probe into the wormhole. Well, I will not tolerate it.
I will gladly share the results of our explorations with
Yeah.
all the delegates.
I'm sure he was going to do that.
And you expect us to believe what you report?
Then send in your own probe, Goss.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I intend to do. And I should strongly suggest that you stay out of our way.
He just rolled his eyes.
Captain Picard, please come to sickbay.
Acknowledge, Doctor.
Yes, okay, what happened? It's because of the Ferengi?
Whatever he's got is obviously not life-threatening. It's some kind of system-wide histaminic reaction.
Yeah, allergic reaction. That's what they said. Does he have a hunch who it is?
Federation's top negotiator taken out by mysterious ailment.
Yeah, that's a little too suspicious.
You'll have to fill in, number one. You're the next likely choice. And Miss Mendoza will certainly agree.
A card game doesn't exactly prepare me for this.
Yes, the stakes are higher. But then, isn't that when the game gets interesting, Commander?
Trust his instincts.
You know, if this doesn't work, the thought of spending the rest of my life in here is none too appealing.
There is a bright side, Geordi. You will have me to talk to.
Woo! This is risky. Oh boy. Getting all this started.
They've traveled beyond our communication capabilities, sir.
Oh, they were anticipating this?
Commander, I realize what a difficult position this must be for you. If you don't understand something, I hope you won't be too embarrassed to ask me.
I think I have an idea what the rules are. Not unlike commanding a starship, Mr. Rawl.
Woo!
Would you like that?
Oh my.
Devanani Rawl. Who are you?
Yeah, what is
What do your
this deal?
betazoid senses tell you about me?
My human physical response must be blocking them out.
She's blinded by lust.
I rather like that I'm more difficult to read than your other men.
There aren't any others.
Yeah, she doesn't really do this.
Currently.
very often, I don't
What
think.
about Commander Riker?
Uh-huh. They did have something in the past. I do know this.
Will Riker and I are good friends.
Aha.
She still has feelings for him, I think, but what do I know? Oh my! Okay, we don't usually get this kind of scene in this show.
I felt as if I'd been waiting for you. I'm trying to understand why or how that's possible.
Well, it will, when I tell you.
See, tell her what? Okay, he's hiding something.
I am part Betazoid, too. My mother was 1/2, I am 1/4.
So has he been reading her thoughts? And
The only one of 5 children.
has he been reading everybody else at the negotiation table?
At the negotiating table, it can be fatal to have a heart.
So he doesn't use it at the negotiation table? I thought it would be helpful.
But I never realized how much I needed mine until I looked at you.
You could tell if someone was lying or exaggerating.
Ferengi Pod. Everybody in one piece over there?
Our condition is no concern of yours.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So difficult.
Data. My advisor's picking up subatomic fluctuations.
Cool.
Meson and lepton activity is definitely increasing.
Gravitational acceleration is also increasing.
Something very strange is happening to this wormhole.
Oh my god. What? Oh, Beverly. Oh my.
Sorry.
Are they just yoga partners? Oh my god.
You're unusually limber this morning.
She's been up all night.
Is it possible to fall in love in one day?
I did.
It was like this for you and Jack?
No, it was another fella. I fell in love in a day. It lasted a week. But what a week.
Yeah, I feel like this is a short-lived flame.
I get no complaints.
I get no complaints. That's his pickup line.
Always respected your world's commitment to pure research. It's just that...
Go on, please.
Well, scholars don't always enjoy administrative demands.
I feel like he's schmoozing everyone.
Madam Bhavani, Caldonia withdraws from these proceedings.
That guy talked him out of it.
What reasons?
Look at his little
It has
smile.
been made very clear that the maintenance and administrative requirements are beyond our abilities.
The Federation would like to negotiate a trade agreement in which we could acquire your planet's rich deposits,
I don't know about this guy.
which we would add to our bid, Premier Bhavani.
My apologies. We have already reached an agreement with the Chrysalians.
Of course you have. Fear the Chrysalians are going to get this wormhole, but we don't even really know what the deal is.
This is not the Gamma Quadrant.
I will not confirm your speculation.
This side of the wormhole is not stable.
Everything says we better get the hell out of here.
It will be visible again in 40 seconds. We will make our own judgments then.
I can see it now, and I'm telling you, you don't have time to wait. Not even 40 seconds.
Something's gonna happen to them, I think.
Follow us in. We'll lead you.
They won't. They're stubborn.
Idiots.
Idiots!
It's getting worse. I'm taking us in, Data.
They tried.
With or without them.
They tried their best, even to the crusty Ferengi. I hope it puts them back where it's supposed to. Something's gonna happen to them. They weren't expecting that.
Why haven't you told anyone you're an empath?
Because I find it makes people uncomfortable.
I think you don't tell them, so you can gain an advantage.
She knows what's up.
Well, I gained an advantage by using it with you. You didn't seem to mind that.
Not cool, dude.
You do it?
I do it to help my crew, not outmaneuver them.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I don't hide that I'm an empath.
Oh, so you announce it to every alien culture you encounter?
Actually, no, she doesn't.
Or do you use it to give your side an advantage?
That's very
Do you
true,
tell
actually.
the Romulan
Yes.
that's about to attack that you sense that he may be bluffing?
Mm-hmm.
Or do you just tell it to your captain?
That's fair. I mean, something rubs me the wrong way about this guy, but that is a fair point.
So you tell me, which one of us would you say has more of a problem with ethics?
It's interesting.
Excuse me.
That's interesting. Commercial break. I feel like she knows he had kind of a point there.
I'm prepared to reach a firm agreement with Bhavani. That would not be looked upon favorably by the Federation, I'd imagine. You see, you have to be willing to take that last step alone, or it just isn't worth playing.
Your point of view, not mine.
Oh, I see that, Commander. I see that.
He's getting mad.
Otherwise, you wouldn't be second in command of this starship.
And with Deanna.
We both love Deanna. Oh, in different ways, of course.
My relationship with Deanna stands very well on its own without any help.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
This guy's trying to provoke him.
She's a remarkable woman. Brilliant. Lovely. Very passionate.
He wants him to know that they've slept together.
Is just the woman to bring some meaning to your sorry existence, if you're smart enough to take it. I doubt that you are. To the last mile.
Dude, nicely played. And out like a gentleman.
Computer, is the Ferengi Goss still on board the Enterprise?
Damon Goss departed the Enterprise at 1400 hours.
They are powering forward missile launchers, sir.
Yellow alert.
Yeah,
Hail
what?
the Ferengi.
What the hell are they doing?
That the Federation has manipulated these negotiations and has already signed a secret agreement with the Barzan.
That is not true.
No.
The Ferengi offer was never seriously considered.
Did what's-his-face tell them that?
They fired a missile directly at the opening, sir.
Destroy it.
On screen.
At the
Firing
wormhole?
phasers.
Your offers both have merit, gentlemen. If I could find a deciding factor.
The deciding factor is character.
My men are prepared to die. Are yours?
Captain, he's lying. I'm almost sure of it. He doesn't mean what he says.
Why? What is he doing it for then?
Because this guy told him to.
Damon Goss, this is Devanani Rao.
I have nothing to say to you, Raul.
Well, then just listen. The planet Barzan has reached an agreement with the Chrysalians for long-term control of the wormhole.
Alfred.
I'm prepared to offer the Ferengi free access to the wormhole in perpetuity, in exchange for Ferengi convoy privileges to be negotiated in good faith.
This is an acceptable offer.
The Ferengi vessel has shut down its forward missile launcher.
Stand down, red alert.
Well, maybe it's for the best then.
Excuse me, Premier, there's something you should know.
Yeah, that he's a betazoid. Tell him. Tell her.
I sensed you suddenly felt uncomfortable.
Well, after all, it was a very tense situation.
It wasn't tense at all. In fact, I sensed no tension from you or Goss.
Was this fake?
What? I strongly protest!
Screen off.
It was as though you were performing a scene for all of us.
Yeah, they faked it.
Pardon me, Captain. I believe there's a slight conflict of interest here.
Because they slept together.
Premier, I believe Raul has used your fear of continuing aggression between the Federation and its enemies to undermine our position. I also believe that this incident was staged by Raul and Goss to provide you a reason to choose in favor of the Chrysalians.
Yeah.
Captain, it's the shuttlecraft. They're coming back through.
Shuttle 9 to Enterprise.
Atta girl.
On screen.
This is Shuttle 9 reporting in.
All right, they're okay.
Captain,
Yeah, what
this
is
end
with
of
the
the
wormhole?
wormhole is currently stable,
But the
but
other
the
end?
other end apparently shifts positions periodically. The Barzan probe had no way to recognize this. Eventually, both sides will be unstable.
All that for nothing.
Congratulations on winning the rights to the Barzan wormhole.
I take the risks, Mr. Riker, and I stand by my agreements.
Get out of here.
I had to do it, Troy. Lavani was ready to go with the Federation. I sensed it. I'd used up every card in the deck. I needed to change the rules.
You must have known I couldn't allow you to do that.
Yeah, didn't he foresee that she would?
Human physical response must have been blocking my betazoid senses.
Well, they did lust after each other, that's for sure.
It's made me take a hard look at who I am. I don't like what I see. I once asked you to run away with me. Now I'm asking again.
No.
I need you.
Don't do that. She's got her own life, man. Get out of here.
I already have a job as counselor.
Yes, she does. That clear enough? The end? The end. Okay, guys, that was season 3, episode 8. That one wasn't my favorite. I feel like you could lift that one right out and it wouldn't make any difference at all. Just in terms of how strong season 3 has been so far, this is probably my least favorite so far. But, you know, we'll see. You never know what could happen down the line with the story or the characters that makes me think like, you know, that episode, it actually was important. So, I don't know. Maybe in retrospect, I'll like it more. But just first watch, not my fave. You know, there were some moments in there that were pretty funny. Picard actually had a couple of laughs. I feel like Troy is such a hard character character to write, probably. I like the idea of her, but using her in the story is so awkward sometimes. I really feel like I don't know her that well. I didn't feel any chemistry with Troy and this guy. I felt like the chemistry was very bad there. Again, for me, and like you have your opinions on that, and sometimes they differ a lot from mine, but just for me, I didn't feel any heat between those two at all. The sexy scenes were not sexy, and you know I get into sexy scenes, but I just felt like weird about it. I didn't like it. If her and Riker were kissing, you better believe I would be like, oh my god! I didn't feel any of that. I want Troy to fall in love with someone she has chemistry with and someone who's honest with her. This episode just didn't do it for me, but the episode I watched before this was really good. You know, there's bound to be episodes that I like less than others. That just happens, especially if some are rising far above. That means some are going to be bumped down below. So this one's probably bumping down below for me, but we'll see. By the time I get to the end of this season, maybe I'll rank them. I'm looking forward to watching more. We'll do 2 more next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.